Good afternoon, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another review. Tuesday, December 15th. Let's take a look at some action today. So we had SPY getting bought up pretty much all day after the morning. We broke out and then just continued to get bought up, closing near the highs once again. IWM, similar kind of story, except didn't even sell off in the morning, just straight upwards. So we're definitely seeing some buying continuation here. Quite a bit of tickers on the day for me. A lot of them to the short, or all of them were to the short side as usual. So let's get into it. QLGN. This was probably one of my better ones of the day. Had it coming into this to this level, and then we started getting climactic volume up here, and the tape was looking heavy. So I actually initiated a short position, and as we came up, we had a fake push up again. Stuff down, added a little bit more to my short, and then the ideal target was right there and into VWAP. So as we came in, I covered into the 50 MA, and then once again in front of VWAP, expecting it to bounce. Bounced, it did, and then as we were pushing up, came in here, and then we had a lower high, and then as we sold off again, made a new 1 minute low. I took another short and covered into kind of this trend line that we had going here, expecting it to potentially hold and come up a little bit higher. And then didn't take all of it off. I had a small position left. Came up, continued to show that we were, making lower highs. At this point, I was thinking we could see a nice breakdown of the trend and push into previous day high, which is this green line. So as we broke down, I added to my position and then came up and stopped out. So overall, very happy with these adds. Could have been a little bit tighter on this stop, stopping somewhere around here. But overall, that's pretty good. And then we broke this daily trend. So right here is a great opportunity to look for the backside, right? So we break down, low volume purchasing coming in, could have shorted right there, and then came into VWAP again, no buying coming in, could have shorted again there. So there's definitely opportunities on the backside. I ended up waiting for a little too long, and then was playing this level here, support, 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 and was thinking that we could turn into resistances at 420, and that's exactly what it came up short, and then just covered. Was looking for the break of 4, didn't get it, so I just covered into the close. The next one was FTech. This one was a nice climactic reversal for me. Came into a day level 430 and was showing signs of reversal with some topping volume here. So as we were looking to break down and had that indecision, I initiated the short position. Covered on the first flush, and then as usual covering into VWAP. Then we did get this little bit of a bounce, fake push up, and then stuff down, so I added a little bit more, and then just covered into VWAP, and then took the rest off at break even. So what I could have done a little better here was hold off and I'm sorry, what I could have done a little better was taking profits into this level. I got a little greedy and I think I was going for down here, which, this is a clear level. I should be taking profits and just forgetting about that trade. Overall, would have been a good one. Next is QUAD. This one came into a daily level. Missed this climactic reversal. Usually would get in on the second red candle. I missed it and didn't want to chase into VWAP, so then I waited for it to get below VWAP and make a lower high. As you can see, this is kind of a level that reacted a little bit here and here. So I was thinking if we get back up there, I'm looking for a short to flush back downwards. So as we came in, we started making a lower high, initiated the short, another lower high, took it. Final one, stop was initially 441, and then I think I adjusted it to here as soon as we made that lower high, and then just covered into the 4 level into the close. So overall a good trade, but I could have got a much better entry right over here on the climactic reversal. Next is Sono. Similar kind of story, came in with that climactic reversal, had a huge indecision doji here, and then on that lower high, so this is a little bit of a higher percentage play. We make a high, we make a lower high, and then I take the second red candle in that lower high. So it worked out perfectly here. We get a flush, come back up, and then as we're having troubles at this daily level, 2320, I initiated another short, cover into VWAP. Same kind of thing, we're having a rounding top here off a dead cat bounce. So I short again, cover VWAP, and then my stop was based right there. So this was a quick quick nail and bail, you know, barely risking anything, so I'm happy with that one. Could have left it on a little bit higher, but you know, risk management is key, and I'm happy I covered there. And NDM, this is probably my miss of the day. Had a good trade, good idea on it coming into the previous day high with some extension and some climactic volume. So I initiated the short as we kind of were looking to break that level, covered into VWAP, which is great. Came up again, initiated that or added to my position, and then covered on the next flush. So overall, that's pretty good. I mean, I am looking at small wins here, but just trying to pay myself cover fees and kind of build a bigger position. And then as we start pushing up, I don't know what happened, but at this point I did panic and it broke that 690 level, and then I just stopped out. And then what happens? Of course, we see a huge flush and pretty much fade the rest of the day. So as you can see, there's no need to be stopping out there. My initial stop was high of day, and I should keep that on just to let that level play out. If you look at it, we're making lower highs the whole way, and then get that nice wedge break, which could be in a great add here. So yeah, just need to follow my process and trust my game plan on that one. BTWN, this one was kind of chasing. We had this level 13 and 14 were playing quite strongly in pre-markets. So I thought if we do see a breakdown, we could see a quick flush. I got in. I was actually risking a little bit higher just because I was looking to add. So if I did get in with a regular risk right there, that's a quick 2R, which would have been nice. However, due to my elevated, or due to my wider stop, I was looking for a little bit of a bigger move, and I was thinking we could hit 12 for sure. So we came in, and then this is a clear reversal sign. It should have been getting out there at least for half, but I held off, as I mentioned, a little bit smaller size because of the wider stop, and then just stopped out where I initially should have. So yeah, that was that could have been completely different. If I took this, risking up here, I get that 2.5R move and I cover without thinking anything, and then stop out there. So just poor trade management. AVXL, this is not in my setups. What I was looking for here was I did have the 640 line, and then as we came up to that level, I was looking for a VWAP rejection. But then I wasn't confident just because it's not my setup. So as it drops, I chase this, and which is halfway through the channel, right? So that's the top, that's the bottom. I'm halfway through the channel. It does absolutely nothing, and then I just cover, panicking as we kind of break out there. So this is a terrible trade. Definitely shouldn't be taking this. How I could have played this if this was my setup was probably take a short right around here, risking that level, anticipating that that level is going to stuff, rather than waiting and trying to get confirmation, which is neither here nor there. Next one is MVIS. This one I chased a little bit of a descending triangle setup here, and then as we started coming back up, I took it right back off. Not very great setup. Not happy about that. The next one was a good setup. The trend line break here off of a high of day breakout, covered into VWAP, and then I adjusted my stop. So what I could have done better is if I did get a little bit tighter entry, which would have kept me above water that whole time and given me a great opportunity to add on this lower high, cover into VWAP, which is how I should have played it, but just kind of panicked out a little bit and adjusted there. And then the final one was another triangle that I tried to play. These triangles clearly not working, just kind of selling into the lows, and then it's getting bought right back up. So that's something for me to do a little more research on. Next one was SPWR. Not much to say on this name. Wasn't a playbook setup. I just thought that we could potentially be topping here after running for quite a while, so I just took it short, small size, and then stopped out. Complete avoid, not in my playbook at all. SGBX, this one I'm actually very happy with this trade. Pre-market high, coming in here, see a clear level at 375. I was looking to initiate the position here, but I did get in a little bit late, so I didn't get a big enough move. If I did enter here, probably would have taken a little bit off there, maybe added there. But overall, like this setup, climactic volume, high of day rejection, and at a daily level. The next is FLDM. Was looking for a trend line break. Wasn't too clean, and we're above previous day high, which I'm not too happy about. But anyways, I shorted that, thinking that we could see a VWAP. As you can see, the extension isn't that great here either. So yeah, this was an also an avoid. But overall, a couple things I did great was adding to my winning setups and taking the some A plus setups. As I mentioned, Sono, I think I really oh, sorry, I don't know what's going on here. Sonos is a great setup on a lower high. Quad was a little late, but still a decent setup. And then these two were A plus at daily levels, and and adding to my winners. A couple things I didn't do great was inconsistent sizing. So for these ones I actually took a little bit smaller size just because it wasn't super comfortable. And then this initial one was poor size, and then I just kind of added into it. So yeah, those are some of the things that I need to focus on. And appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you later. Cheers.